the stereo memory man with Hazarai from Electro Harmonics. And Hazarai means all the bells and whistles, or a lot of crap. There's a lot of different translations, but it's a Yiddish word. And when you get this delay pedal, you are definitely getting all the bells and whistles. It does pretty much absolutely everything, and in my opinion is the best delay pedal on the market. I don't usually do pedal demos like this, but I really feel like I need to explain some of the weirder settings on the Hazarai. Right now, we're on a pretty normal type, long slapback deal, and the Hazarai does really, really weird and crazy stuff, but it does normal stuff really good too. We're on the echo mode, the 3-second echo mode, and let's play around with this a little bit more and see what we can get. Let me explain a couple things about this before I go on. The Memory Man takes a lot of power from your AC adapter, and you may not know this before buying it, but you pretty much can't ever daisy chain it. Don't put it in a one spot or a godlike power all or anything like that. Maybe a pedal power too, because they have isolated outputs, but since I don't have one of those, you need to have its own wall wart for this pedal. Otherwise, you're going to get a loud hiss, and it's not fun. Also, this thing is in stereo, hence the name Stereo Memory Man. And it has a mono left input and a mono left output, and then you have the right, which turns into a stereo pedal. And it's fun to use the stereo if your amp has an effects loop, which my amp does have an effects loop, but we're not running it that way for the sake of the reverse echo. The reverse echo does not work 100% wet if you're running it in an effects loop. But regardless, if you are playing this in stereo and you have a mono in and stereo outs, your delays are going to ping pong back and forth between the two speakers. Now, if you have stereo inputs, if you have in both the left and the right, one of those outputs is going to be your dry signal and one of them is going to be your wet delayed signal. And so it's kind of weird to use in a stereo rig because of that. But it sounds really, really good with a mono in and stereo out. But like I said, we're not going to use that for the sake of reverse later. Let's get a little more normal with it. We're still on the 3-second, and let's see, it's pretty normal sounding delay. This is a standard kind of twinkly sounding delay sound. that's pretty normal. Let me explain the knobs for a second. This is the blend knob, which I had set to almost full. And what it does is it blends your wet signal with your dry signal. And your wet signal is the delays. And your dry signal, if I turn it all the way down, is just your guitar. So you can turn it up all the way to where you hear only delays. Or get rid of your delays entirely. Or keep everything really balanced, which is what I normally do. If you're playing in a full band situation, it's best to turn the blend down a little bit so you're not overpowering with your delays. The decay knob does something different on every single one of these Hazarai modes, that's what they're called. On the first three, the echo mode, or on the first two of the echo mode, it creates a reverb effect, like so. And it adds the reverb to the delays and your guitar signal. It's a completely separate entity. So you can actually turn down the delays and the repeats all the way down and get a reverb effect. So you can get, it's actually a very good reverb. It's about as good as a Holy Grail, I'd say. And if you have it on real light, you can get a real nice bluesy kind of sound like this. Turn it up a little bit more and it starts getting pretty crazy, and you can almost get some post-rock sort of sounds out of it. Just for fun, let's turn the reverb all the way up and see how crazy that gets. Pretty insane. Not as insane as some reverb pedals, but it's pretty nice for being a dedicated delay pedal. Let's go back to some more normally settings. I'll show you another example of a good slapback sounding editors. Oh wait, we were talking about knobs. Never mind. We just got done talking about the decay knob, which gives you reverb there, and the filter knob kind of emulates a analog delay pedal. You can change the tone of your delays and make them get gradually darker by turning it this direction, or making them gradually brighter by turning it this direction. So here's my delays, totally balanced, not getting darker or lighter.